better? Okay, that's a little better. Alright, so let me talk about how I even got to that point in that picture. In August, I want to say it was like August 10th, August 11th of last year. Went away for college. And I was okay. I've always had like minor acne problems, but it was never like so severe as like that picture. It was never like that. So November 7th is when I first noticed my face like starting to break out or whatever it was doing. I'm not sure what was wrong or what was the issue, but whatever it decided it wanted to do, that's what it was doing. So I noticed that it was like bumps here, like scattered around. Like it wasn't as bad as the first picture, but it was scattered around and I noticed it. So that's in November. So I'm still at school. I didn't get out of school until like December. Early though, in December, real early, but whatever. So I noticed my face starting to break out, but like it was minor. That happens to me. It comes, it goes, it comes and goes. Didn't pay it any mind really. When I came home from school, cause like it started in November, but like Thanksgiving I was fine. Then I went back to school. You know what I think it was? I really think it was the food that I was eating in college. Like I was away for school, so I was eating a whole bunch of junk food and stuff like that. But I don't know. I just felt like cut it out. So when I came home from school, I got a hairstyle. It was a side part, and because it was a side part, so it was on my face, I assumed that the dye or the bleach or whatever, that was the reason why my face started breaking out even worse to like this point. Because let me see when the next picture was. Okay, that was January 2nd. What's a jump? November, December, January, whatever. But like I said, I was home from school already, so it was January 2nd. My mom noticed it, and she was just like, oh, this is bad. Like, this is horrible. I'm light skinned, so it was real red. I don't know. It was red. It was big. It was nasty looking. It was really bad, actually. Like, it was really bad. So once that happened, my mom told me, like, you got to go schedule an appointment. Like, you got to go find a dermatologist. And so I scheduled my appointment. And when I got there, they were like asking me questions like, did you eat anything? What happened? Like, what's going on? And it's like, I don't know either. Like, you don't know, I don't know. They just gave me stuff. So like the first thing they gave me was benzoyl peroxide. Now this was prescribed to me. You can buy benzoyl peroxide like at Walmart. Like if you look up benzoyl peroxide wash, it'll actually be the same exact bottle. The reason you can't see the sign is because you can see my prescription sticker on it. But it's, let me make sure it's the same thing. Mine was a 10% wash, but the one they sell is a 5% wash. So they sell a 10% wash too, but it's just not the same brand, but whatever. So this is the first thing that she gave me. She gave me this face wash. It's cream. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie with you. I don't know how to pronounce this. Tretinoin cream. So this is what she gave me. Now, this is medication cream, so you really can't buy this at a pharmacy or at a store or anything like that. But they have alternative you could buy at Walmart. I'm trying to give you guys like easy places to go. Walmart's. You can't find this or that substitute in Walgreens or like CVS or anything. That's why I said Walmart. So those are the first two things that she gave me. Now, did it help? It took a while to help. Now, she told me that it'd take about 3 months of my face getting used to it before it will help, both of them, and that it is gonna get worse before it gets better. And that literally like had my brain like I'm gonna have to have an attitude, because I have no patience. I have zero patience for anything. So I'm like, do I have 3 months? So then my mom's like, okay, well, go to your gynecologist, like see what they say, you know, acne, hormones, stuff like that. So see what they have to say. So now my gynecologist wanted to put me on birth control. When I was in high school, I was on birth control. I was on the shot though. I was on the depot. And when I stopped my senior year, I got off of the depot. I was off birth control from my senior year to now, which is about 2 years. Well, not now, but it would be a year because I started it last year. I started last year, January. Is that even a year? Yeah, that's a year. Okay, so off for a year, but I have a big pet peeve against birth control. I guess that's like the problem, is that like I just feel like like birth control, because like when I was on birth control, I wasn't getting a period. It was a lot of stuff that came with it, and I didn't like that. So when I went to him, I was just like, I know that birth control helps, but like, is this kind of like my only alternative? Same thing with him. The birth control was another thing. It doesn't help until 3 months, and what he said was, it's not gonna help get it away, it's gonna help keep it away. I would have to do the process at the same time, this and this, and then the birth control, whatever the case was. I was hesitant, because I'm like, do I want to be back on birth control? My hormones, it's a lot. Birth control is a lot. I don't like recommend it or not recommend it. I guess it depends. And because you know hormone pills, when you take the Depo shot, you don't have like an option to take the hormone pills, and you might get a period, you might not. So when I was taking the shot, I didn't get a period at all or nothing like that. So I went about like 4 years of 4 years of high school without a period, which is horrible. Like, that's completely horrible. That's why I was really against getting on any more birth control. I just felt like, do I want to get back on birth control? My face was like so bad that I'm like, I have to try something. Like, something has to give. I decided that I would try the pill, but like I said, with the pill you have a choice to take the hormone pills. They have like either 4 hormone pills or 2 at the end, depending on which one they give you or not. So when I first started taking it, I took everything. So as the months went by, I took everything. But once my face started clearing up, I noticed that when I took the ending hormone pills, that I still got my period and stuff. So I still get the hormones of like my, you know, when you get your period, your face breaks out and stuff like that. So I still got that. So I went to my doctor and I asked, like, is that supposed to happen? And they're like, yeah, but you have the option of not taking the hormone pill. That's very like optional. Birth control in general is very optional. It's so many other ways to get your face clear than birth control. But my face just happened to be so bad and so severe randomly that I just felt like, okay, I gotta figure something out, and I gotta figure something out quick. So back to the face wash. So the instructions on this, I don't even know that. The instructions on it was once in the morning, once in the afternoon. So, but I was overdoing it. Like, I know it probably didn't really help or make anything faster or whatever the case is, but I was overdoing it. Like, I was putting it on like it was a face mask or something. Like, I was definitely overdoing it, but I needed it. I don't know. I felt like I needed it. I went through 2 bottles of this since January. Once March came, so that was the 3rd month, because I started in January and March. It was around my birthday. That's when I noticed my face clearing up. Besides these 2 things, since they were prescribed. This is something I've been using for years. My mom first bought me this for Christmas, I think like my sophomore year of high school. It comes in a set. I don't have the face wash, but I have the cream. So Clinique. It comes in a set. I do have it. So it comes in a bag like this. It comes with this, the face wash, and this. They have different types. They have for oily skin, they have for dry skin, and they have for the mixture. In the summer, my face is super oily, but in the winter, my face is super dry. It's like such a contradiction, it blows my mind. So this is how it works. So I don't really care for the face wash. The face wash was good when my acne was like real mild, but it trying to turn up. I was like, all right, let me find something different. So when I ran out of that, I did use all of that, so I do use it. But when I ran out of that, I didn't really care to go buy more, because that's when I got this. But of course, I would definitely always like go buy more and go get more, whatever. Let me explain what each of them are. So the face wash is regular face wash. I like it because it's not too heavy. Like this is very thick. So it's very thick. It's like a real, like, it's a medicine, so it's very thick and it's very heavy. What I do is I start with the face wash. I put the face wash on, wash my face. I don't use scrubs like this thing. I did use it at first, like back in the day, because I just assumed it was working, but now I wouldn't use nothing like this. I have very like fragile skin, so it irritates my skin. The scrubbing, I don't use any type of, it bothers me. It really bothers me. So it's soft though, it's not that bad. So I'm not totally against this. Like, if they gave me another one, like, I would use it again. But really, like, rubbings or scrubbings, like, I feel like my hand suffices, so I just whatever. So after that, I use this. Get a napkin, pour some in. I have a problem with picking my pimples. So if you have a problem like me where you're picking at your pimples and you have open like pimples on your face, when you put this on, it's gonna burn. It definitely does burn. And you can feel it helping. You know that like relieving feel? That's how it feels. Like, you can feel this working, you can feel this helping. So I love it so much, honestly. I'm really gonna try to get like and after I use this, I put on moisturizer. Technically supposed to be a moisturizer, but like I said, I think it's super heavy, it's super thick. This is super light. Like, push comes to shove and you can't find a Clinique or, you know, benzoyl peroxide is not in stock or whatever the case is, which I definitely do recommend this. But Aveeno, let me show you this one. This is one, and this is the other one. Now this is the cleansing pad. It's a pad. It has soap on it. I don't know if you can see the little sud bubbles. I bought this by mistake, but this and this I definitely do use a lot. They're kind of the same thing, actually. There's really no difference, but this one happened to be home, and so, you know, I bought this one. I don't want to say that Aveeno works for everybody. I like Aveeno because it's not a thick or strong type of face wash. I have a friend that Aveeno personally does not work for her, so I don't want to say like, yeah, go out and go buy Aveeno, but I don't know, I like it. It works for me. When I have absolutely none of these other items, like Aveeno is definitely like my second or like my third go-to, I guess. So now, one thing about face care that I could say I've noticed over the years is your face is definitely what you eat. Like, I eat junk food all day. I love soda. I love fast food. Like, I love food. I love snacks. I love candy. Okay, but what I try not to do at this point is to pop them or to mess with them and stuff. Always touch my face. I always pick at it. I don't like it. It bothers me. And it's just weird because, like, even this is bothering me, but it's like when pimples pop up on my face, my face is so like this is my eyes and my nose and my mouth and everything right here, but then I have all of that. So when it pops up, you can see it, you can feel it, you can get into it, and it bothers me. It bothers me so much. As my face got this clear and I'm at this point, that I can never go back to that. If I do go back to that, I'm gonna be very, very upset, very heartbroken, because that was really a bad point in my life. That literally lasted those 3 months. Those 3 months. It lasted that long. It lasted from that January. Well, like I said, I saw it happen in November. The last 2 months of me being in school, and then the first 3 months of 2019, I was literally hiding away. Like, I was hiding away. And like when my face started to clear up, I noticed people notice. Like, one friend, his name is Shama, and like if he peeps a pimple on my face, he'll be like, you Alan, you're doing too much. Like, stop doing what you're doing. Because he knows. In January, my face was horrible. Like, you really gotta have patience. You really gotta have patience, especially with any face wash you start, because literally, say I use this every single day. So every single day you use this, and then you decide like, okay, well, I'm gonna try a new face wash, and you start using, say this was a face wash, you start using this every single day. Your face has to readjust to the new face wash. So it definitely is gonna get worse before it gets better. So if you see your face breaking out, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, I gotta stop using this, it doesn't work. But your face has to adjust. I learned that. I have face washes, moisturizers, scrubs, masks for days. I've tried literally everything, but it's crazy because my face wasn't always like that. Like, back in high school, I had minor breakouts. I mean, regular. But like I said, benzoyl peroxide you can get from Walmart, $10, 5%, 10%, depending on how bad your face is. You don't really need this. You see, I've had this since January and it's barely budged, so I don't really recommend it. But I did want to tell you guys what it was since I use it. Clinique set. I definitely recommend the Clinique set, even if it's like one at a time, or even if it's just this. Even if you have a face wash that works for you, but you need like a cleansing, this is definitely it. Like I said, oxy pads, I really want to go get some. Just so like when I run out of this, I really do recommend oxy pads. So I'll put that down in the description below too, because I really do recommend oxy pads. But this, the Aveeno, they're both the same thing. Just one's a wash and one's a cleansing pad. I don't really know how it'll work for you guys, but I like it. I don't use scrubs. I don't like scrubs. Like, you know how they have those hard little Brillo pads you want to scrub? They say like it's gonna get the blackheads and stuff out. No. Me personally, it irritates my skin. But if you don't have such fragile skin and stuff like that, doesn't really irritate you or bother you, then go ahead, do what you gotta do. But me personally, no, I don't like it at all. Think about it. You're not supposed to be popping your pimples or whatever, because that makes it worse. But I'm about to scrub off my face. So no, I don't really like it. I don't like it. That's about it. If you guys have any questions, you can leave it in the comments below. Like this video, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and I will be back for more videos.
When Instagram famous, treat you like a star, and these other bitches basic, you shine in the dark. Yeah, and I ain't lying when I say that shit. You must be really special to me to even feel like this.